Greetings and welcome back once again to the town of Harlech, where we are slowly, ever so slowly, creeping back to a point where we could be considered back on our feet. As you can see, a lot of our buildings are being rebuilt. Now, I do want to prioritize certain ones, so let's start this off by doing that whilst I remember. There we go. But yes, we are slowly coming back from the brink where Mother Nature and possibly other things like our own hubris almost drove us to the end of Harlech. But as if they could sense our tenuous grasp on victory, nomads. Yep, 47 of, to be exact. Now, the problem with this is we could actually do with the manpower. We've just lost a lot. But we've got 345 citizens, one of whom is already starving. We've got 1,190 food. We've been here for a long while and managed to survive. But we've just lost an enormous amount of health-giving items. We've lost a huge amount of our population. This is going to be hard. And as much as I know the people of Harlech will really be repulsed by the idea of turning these people away, I feel that they couldn't in good conscience accept them, because they would be accepting them to their tomb. Those 47 people would immediately find homes, because there are free homes, because so many people have died. Those 47 people would immediately stock those homes to capacity with what dwindling resources we have. The result would be many of the people who haven't recently stocked their homes would start to starve. Those people would die. These people are already unwell, so if they start to starve, they'll die first. They might even cause a malady. There would be this cascading chain of starvation as gradually we lost our grip on the town. It would be completely unchecked. And as much as I want to accept these people, as much as the people of Harlech want to accept them, I know it would be the greatest kindness to tell them to go on, to find another home, where they might be able to start out like we did, where they may be able to restore their lives, put some sort of order back into them, make farms, have houses, boarding houses, have children, start new families. If we accept them here, they will die, and so will we. This is less about the fact that we would die, but more about the fact that we would just be accepting them to kill them. Or rather, not kill them, that's a little bit more proactive, but they would die in our care. They are better off on their own right now, and that pains me so much to say, but it is actually genuinely true right now. If we accept them, then everyone will die. Now, with the food stocks as they are, we have a few options open to us. One, which I'm going to start on straight away. In fact, go ahead and unpause the game. We're going to build another fishing dock about there. We're really heavily fishing this area, and that is a little bit of a risk. But I feel that we will be able to pull in some decent food from that. Next, as Troll of Reason has correctly pointed out, right now I'm kind of building in a sort of post-industrial kind of way. I've got districts and little outposts and towns that are specialized towards a specific task. That is not quite how medieval life worked. Hamlets were pretty much all farms. You would have like one tradesman who might move between hamlets plying a trade. Not generally a blacksmith, but like a candle maker, that sort of thing. So what we need to do is we need to start rethinking the way we're building stuff, and that means we need to start building farms just around the place. I mean, these people would then be able to have food a little bit closer to them, and that would be extremely, extremely useful for us. So we're going to start that straight away. And we're also going to pad out that road, just because. Now, we want to prioritize this building, and for that matter, we also want to oh, wait, did I do that? Yes, I did. Increase priority. Good, good, good. I also want to prioritize this building. Can I not increase that priority? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, no, I didn't need to increase that one. That one's already built. Derp. We are going to build some orchards here just because I feel that if I have too many farms next to each other, they will contract some sort of pestilent plague, something or other. So, although the orchards are going to take a while to get on their feet, I'm kind of playing the long game there and hoping that we're going to be around to see the end of the long game specifically. Let's get that going. Now we can probably squeeze in a farm or two around the chapel here as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll have... Is that 5? Yes, okay. And 10. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. There we go. Get this going up and around. There we are. And I'll top that off there as well. Now, I'm going to need to do this in a lot of different places, but I'll do that off camera. But the other thing I'm going to be doing, because our food situation is quite dire, and as much as I don't want to have to do this, I think it would be the smarter move to do. Again, we're playing the long game. We're battling against starvation here, so as much of as these herds have been with us for a very long time, I'm going to have our cattle slaughtered. Slaughtered down to 4 head of cattle. Same with the sheep. Down to 4 sheep. And the chickens here down to 4 chickens. We will allow them then to repopulate later. But right now, I absolutely need those beasts slaughtered and the food immediately available. We've got food being gathered, but the last thing I want to see is people to start dying off. Ah, there we go. Someone just died from starvation. And 2 people are now starving. Well, that's not particularly good. How much stone have we got? We've actually got a lot of stone. Okay, we're going to cut back on our stone cutters right now. Because the last thing I want as well is to deal with them killing people off regularly. And we're going to do the same for our miners. We're going to pull that back to 30. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push a lot of people into building. Because we've got a lot of buildings that need to be made. And this would really help us right now to get those done. So we'll have 50 builders there. Oh, damn it. The starvation train is already pulling into the station. This is not good. We need to get people fed. Hopefully, all of these animals that we are slaughtering right now are going to create a lot of food. And that will be able to stave off starvation. We've got 10 people starving. That is actually really, really bad. I shouldn't need to tell you why. We'll get chestnuts and plums. We'll also get some... let's go for beans. There we go. We are going to need 3 more farmers. Any more herdsmen? No. We're okay. Foresters-wise, I don't think we need as many foresters as we've got, so we're going to cut back on that just a little bit. We'll keep the woodcutters because we do actually need firewood, but everything else we've got we'll keep. Okay. We might be a little bit too late for this. I don't know. We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for Harlech, and if that is the case, that is extraordinarily sad. But it's just going to be the way it is. You know what? I think we need a little bridge over here, because I know that someone's going to try and go over there at some point to get the stone. So let's actually set that up now rather than later. There we go. Little bridge just so that they can get over there. There we go. And more people dying of starvation, I'm sure. Student, builder. Oh, no. Our students are dying. That is terrible. The next generation. Quickly, slaughter those stupid animals. No, I mean, those brave, selfless animals that are giving their lives so that we can continue to... I felt bad about mocking you, even though I'm killing you. Even though you're digital and don't have feelings. Ah, damn it. Harlech is rubbing off on me. I think I might actually need to drink some coffee in order to keep this place going. I need Dark Aavak's brutal efficiency. I'm going to try and keep going. I don't know. Again, there is a good way. There is the best way of doing things, and there is the right way of doing things. And often these two are not the same. Dark Aavak would do things in the best possible way, but I feel that we would sacrifice much in order to have that efficiency available to us. So no, Dark Aavak's going to stay in his cage. Let's build everything else up instead. Get some more farms going. If we can get out of this, we're definitely going to need these farms, simply because... Sorry, I said I was going to do this off camera. I will in a moment. But we're going to need these farms simply because we're going to have loads of houses, which will then suddenly be filled up. Oh my god, look how many people are starving. This is actually escalating. I won't actually cut this out because we may literally be watching the end of Harlech, and if we are, then I guess it is only right that as you have been with us for the journey up to now, that you also witness the last moments, sad as they may be. Okay, it's auto-saving. We've got 15 starving families. This place is doing fine. There's plenty of food there. Quite a lot of the population here are also doing fine, which is good. We are losing so many people, though. There's a boat at the trading post. What have we got? Please tell me we've got food. Ah! Well, actually... okay. I will buy your extra cattle, and I will immediately slaughter them. I think that... actually, chickens. Well... Okay, I'll take 3 cows. Well, I'm not sure which gives the best. I'll take 3 cows and... Oh, actually, no, we don't even have enough for that. So, okay. Take 2 of these and 1 chicken, and they can immediately be killed off. There we are. It's the best I can do. It's not much, but it is something at the very least. I'm not sure if they're going to be pulled out, though. Will they just die there? I don't know. Oh, my lord, so many people are dying. This is a tragedy. Let's reduce this for now. The vendors. We don't actually need that many. We certainly don't need that many traders. We'll just have 2. 1 in each trade port. There we go. They're just going straight down there, slaughtering them. Good, good, good. I mean, terrible, 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 but good for the people of Harlech, I suppose. Damn it, I need you people to have more food. You're doing okay right now, probably because you got a hunter right there. Oh, we've got some places over here that need... we'll go for cherries. That'll cheer people up, I'm sure of it. We'll also go for pumpkins. Wait, what are you growing there? Wheat, potato, pumpkin? No, then this isn't pumpkin. This shall be squash. There we go. Try to diversify the fields nearby so that if some malady does attack, it may not be able to spread to the other crops. If you've got something that attacks root vegetables, then it's not really going to make much of a difference to beans. Or at least I hope not. Damn it, 19. Our population is sinking. We've got 2 new farms available. These will be available next spring. We'll have corn. We will also have... let's go for peppers. We've got 54 farmers now. And 14 laborers currently. We need more food. More food. Always more food. We could actually, thinking about it... No, we don't have enough time to have another pasture right now. Unfortunately, I was thinking that we could put another pasture over here, but instead we're going to go for... See, I don't want to have all the farms so close together. That is just asking for trouble. Let's place some farms up here instead. Let's get 10... Nope, there we are. 10 by 5 and 10 by 5. We'll place another building up there. Now, I know that some of the things I do are not particularly efficient, the way that I make the farms, but I just like the aesthetic of the way that I make the farms. So I do appreciate that this isn't the best way, but it is my way. On the whole, I am very, very grateful for any advice someone can give me, especially if I don't seem to understand that I'm not doing something in the right way, but certain things I am knowingly doing in a suboptimal way just because I prefer the way it looks. Now, we need to get rid of this. You've already planted all of the trees that we need. Same for you. You can go away as well. I'll make a few things available to us. We're going to cut back our foresters down to 14, I think. We need those builders to keep going, but oh my lord, so many people are dying. We've got a decent amount of food, but just it's not happening fast enough. We need more of these people to die. I mean... Wait, that's not what I meant. Dark Aavak isn't out, I promise. I meant more of these animals. See, it's endearing that I consider them people. Shut up. I'm not hoping that my population dies. Even if that would kind of solve our food shortage. Right, let's increase time. There's really nothing else we can do except for pull back some of our builders. I actually need those laborers available. I don't want to see our students ejected into the workforce just yet, although we've got quite a few. Maybe I should. No, let's keep it the way we're going at the moment. Alright, we are at capacity for wood. That is probably because our wood cutters are not able to do their work as fast as they would like, but we are restoring a lot of the buildings now, which is good. We need this Forester's Lodge back up and up and running. It isn't back up and running. It hasn't been built at all yet. We didn't need it before. What shall we have here? I think some pears. Pears are delicious. And that will no doubt cheer up our citizens. That'll take their mind off the fact that their families are wasting away in front of them. My lord, this is Harlech. This isn't... I'm not playing Dishonored all of a sudden. I'm playing Banished. I shouldn't feel that my people are just slowly succumbing to plagues and starvation and just huddled... You know, wives and mothers huddled in their homes watching their husbands and children just succumb. It's horrible. I don't like this anymore. Someone help. Corn. And let's go for beans. There we go. We need more farmers. This is terrible. But honestly, I think we're holding on a little bit better than I was expecting. Whether we can come out the other side of this or not, I really don't know. But we're going to give it our best shot. I promise you. Just that it's 9. We've got no food because they're not killing these animals fast enough. Well, this is all I can do unless we get a food trader appear. We're down to 6 starving citizens with barely any food left. I could slaughter more of our animals, but I don't want to right now because if I do that, I know it's going to come back and bite us later on because with a full pasture of animals, they breed faster. The result of that is that the overflow of that pasture gets slaughtered. So by having a full pasture, you will actually get more food out of that pasture. It's just if you slaughter the animals in the pasture, you'll get a sudden burst of food. And that's what I needed initially just to keep us afloat. But if I empty all of my pastures, then my ability to produce food over the long term is going to be radically reduced. And that is not what we need. We're still hovering. About 10 people starving all the time. People are cold now as well. That's not good to see. But we've got children being born. Why they're bringing children into this world at this moment? Oh my lord, thank you, everything, thank you. All of the thanks. We'll sell all 300 herbs. Sell 87 of these coats. In fact, I'm going to take the herbs off stock just so the herbs are available to people. That gives us 2,700. Right, we want 500 plums. We're going to try and buy 500 of everything that costs 1. 500 apples, 500 peppers, 500 beans. Let's keep going. 500 walnuts. No, not 5,000, 500. I wish I could afford 5,000, but I cannot. Right. Wow, this is actually a proper food merchant. This is exactly what we needed. It's like the heavens heard my pleas. This is grand. I'm overpaying by 5. Okay, we'll take 5 mushrooms as well. There we go. Trade. And someone quickly move all of this stuff out. Also, let's cut back on the herbs, shall we? Let's put that back down to 0. I don't want any herbs stockpiled because we actually do really need the herbs for ourselves. Same here. No herbs for you. There we go. All right. Hopefully... Well, see, this is the thing, is that it's still a problem of getting the food to where it needs to be. But we're getting more and more buildings built because our required builders are going down, which is good. Oh, we've got more fishermen available. That is good. Let's put that back up. We'll go down to 30 there. Okay, so we've got some more fishermen available. That is good. Very, very good, in fact. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? Stonecutter. Student, builder. Oh my lord. Oh well. The fates give and the fates take away, it seems. But it's still hovering around 10. It's just that our population is dropping constantly. We are now below 200 and... Well, almost at... There we are. Below 280 adults in this place. 38 students. 74. They keep breeding. I mean, that's good, assuming that we can survive. But... I don't know. Those children coming into the world right now are requiring food. And that is hurting. 7 starving people. That is probably better than it's been for a long time. No, it's back up to 8. It'll probably be back up to 10 shortly. We need more farms, I feel. How are the farms going? We've got farms popping up all over the place. We need more down here, though, I think. Let's see what we can do. This isn't going to help with this season, but hopefully it will help a little bit later on. Can we get over there? No, we cannot. 6x7. No, okay, well that's not going there then. How about here? Can we do it? Yes, we can. There we are. No, we'll try it this way maybe. Ah, damn. Okay, well, I guess we're going to just go like that then. 5x10, that's another farm. We'll prioritize this. There we go. We'll also draw out a road. I'm going to slow time down while I'm building, just so I don't miss anything important. And continue to draw out this road for now. Well, we'll draw out that far at the very least. Can we have another farm perhaps just on the edge here? It's 5. If we can get 10. Ah, so close. Can we get 10 this way? Yes, we can. Haha! There we go. Get another farm prioritized and draw out this road around it. There we go. Right, 2 new farms just in that little nook there. I feel that perhaps we could have a few farms up there maybe as well. Ooh, we are very, very low on laborers right now. How are we doing for iron, stone? Okay, the iron mines can go right down. We'll keep 5 people working, but only in the coal mines. Let's go up here. Where's the iron mine? That is coal. That is iron. Can I pause you in some way? No, I can't. What I could do is I could switch you to coal. Yeah, let's swap you over to coal for now. We'll have 1 iron mine and the rest coal. The iron miners aren't going to be doing any work, so it's fine. Can I cut back over here at all? We don't need the 4 physicians right now, so we'll cut that back. We definitely don't need as many foresters as we got. Though we do need the woodcutters still quite a lot. And everything else is good. Let's bump that back up to 35. We need to get these buildings built as quickly as possible. We also, I feel, need to get some more farms going. Yeah, we're going to have to build some over here then. By the cemetery for now. Let's see what we can do. So, is that going to be 5? Yes, it is. So I'll build this about there. So we'll have 10 there. And another 10 there, and then draw out the road around it. Link up there and double thick that road, and then get that prioritized. Oh wow, so many people dying. Okay, pull back the builders just a little bit. Oh my goodness, this is not going well. How are we doing over here? Actually, you're not doing too bad over there. That's pretty good to see. I must confess, you know what? We do not need these houses built. Why have I not paused those before? I have no idea. That is kind of crazy. Okay, that stopped. This is still being built. That is a massive pasture. Oh dear. Pull that back down to 20. We are really struggling to maintain our population right now. The herbalist has not been rebuilt yet. That is a shame. See, the thing is, we've got food just floating around. It's just that families can't get to it where they need it. Let's get some cabbages going there. And we'll also go for some pumpkins there as well. Pump this up to 9. See, if I drop the vendors, we're going to have a little bit more trouble. But I'll drop the stonecutters down to 10. The vendors I want to keep up because they're the ones responsible for pulling the food over to the markets. So we've got some food going up here, which will be stored over there, I imagine. Or maybe they will drop it off directly in the marketplace, which would be grand if they would. Let's see. The food is starting to climb a little bit. I'm hopeful. Perhaps I shouldn't be, but I am. I'll let that building finish now that it's there. Come on. Let's get some food going. Yes. No. Did a student... I don't know. Did one of our teachers die, perhaps? No. Okay, well, we definitely need to pull this back a little bit further. Oh, I do apologize for the slow episode this time, but this is really close. It could go either way. At any moment, we could just see this spiral out of control. So, again, I don't want to cut this out because this is... what could wipe Harlech out, and I would hate to return you to a message of, yeah, we all died, sorry, but you didn't get to see it. Oh, that's not good. Only 2 people are starving right now, though. That is better than it has been for a very, very long time. Let's get some squash going there. Let's also get some wheat going there as well. Let's pump that up to 60. Drop builders down to 10. Oh, I really don't want to have to drop anything else. No, we're going to keep everything else for now. We'll see how it goes. We've only got 2 people starving. Got a lot of food being gathered. We need much more, but we've got many, many fields yet to be fully harvested. We might be close. The reserve of firewood is low. The reserve of food is low. Yes, I know. More people are being born. No, stop breeding. Don't you understand? You fools. You know what? Let's pause these houses from being built. That is not necessary, nor is that woodcutter. That is, though, so it really should be done soon. And that has pulled back our need a fair bit. We'll pause that stone house. We'll pause the boarding house as well. Okay. Okay. No one's starving. No one move. No one breathe. No one think anything about calamities. I think possibly we may... No. Did someone just die? No, I think that's old. Have you got food to trade? You do have food to trade, I think. No, you don't. Ah! No. Don't want to then. I only care for food right now. We're storing everything for that. Okay, we're going to see how this goes. We are going to see how this goes. It's close. It's really close right now, but we've still got places that we can harvest from, which is fantastic. We need more, I think, orchards up here, perhaps. Of course, instead of building orchards, the game could crash. It crashed about, well, 5 minutes or so after I mentioned I was going to build orchards in this position that you will have only just seen me do, but thankfully an autosave happened about here. So we're going to get back to building the orchards, and then I'm going to wrap up this episode on a not terrible low. At least we actually had an autosave, so yeah, it could have gone worse. Alright, we're going to get 2 orchards there. We are also going to build up a road around it, and as this area has had a problem with fires in the past, I'm going to build a well there, which is exactly what I decided to do before the crash. In fact, I went around building wells everywhere, but I'm going to leave that for another time. We are going to need to double thick that road, I think, to bring it in line with everything else. Let's get that going. There we are. Okay, now, on the whole, I think we may actually be recovering slightly. Actually, before we wrap this up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build a pasture over here. I'm going to make it... I can't make it 20 by 20, so I'm just going to make it 10 by... No, I'm going to make it 10 by 14. I'm not sure how many people that means is going to work or how efficient it is, but right now I'm just caring about actually having more food, really. I don't really mind how efficient it may be. Alright, let's see if my builders can get everything done fast enough. Still no starvation. In fact, I can tell you that the me of the future has already checked, and we do seem to be out of the worst of it. We seem to have recovered just slightly. It may not be the end of this, but right now we're going to have walnuts and pears there. We're going to increase the amount of farmers, and as soon as this is built, we will have an orchard there. But that is it for this episode, I think. We have just, and only just, made it out of the other side of that tunnel. We have, for the time being, postponed the end of Harlech. But who knows for how long. We can see our food climbing, but we're definitely going to need to be pretty proactive in building more farms, more orchards, more pastures, because our population is going to grow very quickly to fill out all of those empty homes. But I do hope that you've enjoyed this episode, stressful as it may have been for me to play it, and I hope you will be joining me in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.